This is the Chicken Sniper's walkthrough to the Way of the Voice. We're starting off in Iverstead today, so I'm going to show you how you can get here. There's two basic paths you can take. The first one is north from the Battleborn farm, around the mountain, following the river, and then ending up in Iverstead, here. Alternatively, you can use Helgen, go through this pass past Haymarshane, and arrive in Iverstead. I personally prefer the southern route because mountains are fun and often full of monsters to kill. The path I just showed you there is the path we're going to take up the mountain. So, there is a minor side quest here that will get you about 700 gold. A little more or a little less, depending on what level you do it at. Yeah. Soon. Alright, so the quest involved this guy, Clement.
7,000 steps again, Clement?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself. Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning. Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll. Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
Alright, and there's a couple dialogue bits with him that will tell you about this area. Now, you can lose this item he gave you. You can put it in a chest or drop it. And if you don't know where you dropped it, then you might as well have failed the quest. It is within Miscellaneous, bring the supplies to High Hrothgar, and now we have a marker for it. The 7,000 steps begin on the other side of this bridge here. Now, the first time I did this, I was looking for them back a bit further south in the actual town. So be sure to find the steps. Now, what I just saw there was an emblem. There are 10 of them along the 7,000 steps. If you read all 10 of them, you'll get a magical effect that is... I think it's spiders. You'll get this magical effect, which is not very good, but it is very interesting and it lets you know, yes, you did read all the emblems. Take your venom. You killed a goat! Take your leg. I'm gonna eat your leg too. There we go. And give it a refuel that weapon. So, I am going to show you the locations of all 10 of these emblems, because they have a really interesting backstory in them pertaining to the war between the humans and the dragons. And they also, if you read them carefully, will tell you what happens later in the story. There you go, Spider ate your friend. Sad thing, he's missing a leg now. Now, the second emblem is at the top of the switchback. Right up here. Now, if you want to read these emblems, then please pause YouTube and on the appropriate frames and read the emblems. However, I'm only going to give you a couple frames of it because I'm trying to get through this quest quickly. Those people actually have a lot of interesting dialogue options, unlike normal NPCs. So you can learn about them, why they're up on the path to High Hrothgar, all sorts of things. Ice wraiths. They're so nice to give you clear indications of when they're about to attack you. It makes blocking really easy. However, the trick is getting your crosshair right on them, because, as you saw, they're almost invisible in normal terrain, and in snowy terrain, they blend right in. The white of their body blends with the white of the snow, and you're not going to find them until they start biting you. Oh. Yeah, I've already got rock throwing, so sucks. Your only effective weapon is already not affecting me. Alright. Take your pelt, recharge that dagger. You know, Bloodthorn is really great up to about level 10, and then it becomes progressively worse. I'm to the point where I'm at the end of its usefulness. However, I don't have a new dagger. I don't have the Soul Trap enchant, so I can't make a new dagger to fill its function, which is leveling up my enchanting skill. More goats. This rock with the flag in it is the indicator for the third emblem over here. The third emblem is behind this, is in the shadow of this tree, so you might not be able to find it. But if you know to look for that first pile of rocks with the flag in them, then you'll know that it's there. Man. Attention to detail, A+. See, down there, that is... I just love this game. Alright. There is emblem number 4 down here. Yeah, we're just getting to the west side of the mountain.
If you're headed up the path to Hyrule.
You know what? Wolves don't concern me. Werewolves might, and I really expected random werewolves encounters, especially after Dawnguard when they made changes to the vampires and stuff. You know, I was attacked by a group of vampires on the way here. Just past Hamar's Shame, there was a bunch of vampires who dressed up as Vigilance as Stendar, the infamous troll. Alright, if you are a mage and you have the impact perk, you can handle this troll. If you are a strong warrior, you could probably handle this troll. But this one troll seems to be one of the few set spawns in this game. It's always going to be there, even if you manage to climb this mountain without going past level 1. Then this frost troll is going to be there, and he's going to kick you really hard. So you need to run from him, especially if you're a sneak thief like I am. So he usually doesn't fall behind that that curve back there. Alright, now we're gonna get the emblems quickly after that fifth one, I believe it was number 5. Wasn't counting exactly. But they all say on them, and so if you go from 4 to 6, yeah, this is number 6, so that was number 5, then you will know that you missed one and you can go back and get it. And the magical thing counts even if you do them out of order. And here's number 7. Like I said, they come pretty quick. That is Riverwood. That's Bleak Falls Barrow. I just love the attention to detail. Alright, here's emblem number 8. I can see my house from here. No, really, I'm pretty sure that right now my crosshair is centered on my house. That's Whiterun. Too bad there's clouds, or we'd be able to see it better. You can actually see High Hrothgar from Whiterun if you know where to look. Alright. The last shrines are all on the right there. And that's also a shrine to Talos there, because this is the emblem that refers to Talos. He's up there on top of the little shrine. And the last one. Alright, I'll show you what this perk is exactly. This little magic effect. It's a temporary 24-hour magical effect where animals neither attack you nor flee from you. Would have been really handy to have for that frost troll back there. It's also handy for hunters. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting Klimek's bag into the chest here. And that's what that quest wanted us to do. There's some random things that were left as offerings. Crazy people climbed the whole mountain, braved trolls and wolves in order to put a flower on that altar. Alright, now there's a long dialogue sequence. So, there's that.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
Important note here, ensure that the shout that you're using is unrelenting force. They don't like it if you use fire breath.
Dragonborn, it is you. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here? We are the Greybeards, followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in High Hrothgar, on the slopes of Kinnarith's sacred mountain. Here we commune with the voice of the sky, and strive to achieve balance between our inner and outer selves. You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro.
Okay, now a lot of people have trouble with this. You pretty much just have to look at this from the opposite side of it that the Greybeard is on, and stare at it until you get the word. If you take longer than 5 seconds, change your position a little and wait another second or so.
Word of power through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro.
This stuff looks best in third person, this animation.
You can master your new food. Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear. Force! No! Well done. Again. Force! No!
Okay, next time I'm going to demonstrate a oddity about this shout. If you use less than all 3 words with Fusro, then you will make them stagger, but they can often stagger in an odd direction. Watch. They always stagger backwards, even when you shout from their back.
Your thumb
So, use that to your advantage.
You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Boy.
No, I can't actually tell which one is which. I just done this 6 times. On several characters. So, it's very important to talk to Arngir a lot if you are interested in the storyline, because he will tell you all sorts of things, like with branching dialogue trees and all that stuff. It's really interesting to listen to him go on about Kennereth and the Way of the Voice and Jurgen Windcaller.
You will now see how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wuld, which means whirlwind. Wuld. You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thum.
See, now I'm having trouble with this, so I just reposition a little, and then it'll go. There we go.
Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his Wuld.
Don't forget to equip the new shout. Wouldn't want to shout them off the edge of the cliff.
Mr. Wolfgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori. X. Wolf. Now it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori.
Ever wonder what you look like when you use Whirlwind Sprint?
Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
I'm really sad
quick
they didn't have
mastery of
more
a new
situational
thum is,
and puzzle-solving shouts, kind of like
astonishing.
Wool. I mean,
I've
there's
heard
some
the
crazy
stories of the
places you can get
abilities
with
of
Wool,
Dragonborn,
but...
but to see it for myself.
Alright, and these dialogue options are very
You are now
interesting,
ready
so
for your last trial.
click all of them if you feel like it.
Retrieve the horn of Jurgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ustengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
See all these options? I mean, I stood here for 45 minutes talking to this guy.
Breath and focus.
Okay, this has been the Chicken Sniper's walkthrough. Wait, I didn't put... Alright, let's go and talk to Klimek. Klimek is down in Iverstead. Gonna fast travel there. Alright, Now, in order to figure out where he is, you just need to mark that quest, mark miscellaneous, then mark the individual quest, and it'll put an arrow on his head.
Ah, good to see you again. How'd that delivery go?
I guess you're in a
Quite
hurry.
a climb, wasn't it? Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles. Thanks again for the legwork.
Alright. Now, this has been the Chicken Sniper's walkthrough to the Way of the Voice. Thank you for watching.